done. Home is never far from one who is still alive. Rainbow production, feel the hearts.
Chaos stood in the shadows by the window, her back to the room. From a vantage position to that of the building, she had the bird's eye of the surrounding town. Now, beneath her, across the road that crisscrossed the full town, the many figures of men and women could be seen hurriedly rushing to their places of work. Uniformed school children, rucks up on their backs, just said seriously as they alighted from one matatu and boarded the other one. Now, beneath her, just down to the courtyard, her father could be seen moving and fussing, directing, organizing with obvious sharpness of temper the loading of the 2 10-ton lorries. Now, dear friends, Tayo knew her father quite well. He was not a man who liked his well-laid plan laid or disrupted. And even though the distance would not allow her to hear what was going down the courtyard, Tayo felt for the loaders, for she knew the sting in her father's tongue. Now, this had reminded her of a very own battle with him. When he denied her permission to travel to Mombasa with other young men and women who had been selected to attend the next extravaganza, she had picked a spirited battle, but the battle was predictably and utterly lost. Now her rage was seething within her. Her childhood ambition that her father could do anything for her was greatly shaken. And now stepping out of these thoughts, Tayo looked at the morning sunbeam brightly shone at the roof of Nakuru town. His town that she had known all her life. His town that had been the man who told flamingos, now tears rolled down in her eyes. She blinked suddenly and rapidly. She didn't even realize the entrance of her younger sister, Graciana. And now the two girls stood side by side in an empty.
Tayo, what do you think life is going to be like in Nasila? For heaven's sake, Christian, how am I supposed to know that? I suppose it's going to be very different from the kind of life that we are used to here. Well, I do suppose so, yes. It seems so very strange to be living in Nakuru town, Christian. We have always known it's Papai's plan to end up in Nasila. That's why that shop has always talked about, now that he has been retrenched. Tayo, something amiss? No, nothing is amiss. But I'm somehow worried, dear sister. What do you think will happen to us if the shop for the... I've had him tell one of his friends that he'll stock the shop with agricultural products such as chemicals, manure. Let's just hope for the best. Nasila is an agricultural area and business is going so well. But I don't want to work at the shop, Tayo. I want to go back to the Quran training at the university. I want to take a course in veterinary science and become a veterinary doctor. I want to even turn out there is to be read and put on the medicine regard at the end of 4 years. Yes, it would be nice to be called Dr. Lucian Paredo. You can't laugh with your sister. Are you going to be with me? I'm not laughing with you, sister. It was like my admin permission to join the university. I would love if Papa allowed us. Yes, it would be wonderful. You better sweet Papa to allow us to go back to Nakuru. But please, Tayo, make sure always listen to you. This time you surely will. Okay, I'll try it. Tayo! What on earth are you still in there? The way the sun of one big back. And you that's here. Run upstairs and check what is happening. Are we ever going to leave?
Mama Milanoi.
Yes.
Mama Jane Milanoi.
Yes.
Mama Jane Milanoi. Do you know that we need to leave?
I know.
And the journey from Nakuru to Nasila is a little bit far.
I know.
We need to arrive there early so that we can afford the lorry and arrange the furniture in the house. Tayo, my daughter, are you ready to leave?
I'm ready, Papa.
Gracias!
Yes, Papa. Let us pray so that the good Lord can give us journey.
Amen. Let us leave. Let us leave.
The journey began in earnest. Father and mother sat in the front seat, while the dad shared the back seat with the suitcases and other luggage. However, there was a dark spot in the whole affair. Mommy, I may remember how women's friends from Nasila asked her intrusive questions regarding her daughters, but she dismissed them all, saying that they were all...
Hey, you sit down! Maintain! I'm not you and you please. Yes, I will win. It is a bad thing. Maybe they should get something. Okay, I'm fine.
But in Nakuru they used to refer to it as Kisirani. Mama Milanoi thought of telling her husband about it. But she knew very well that her husband would have had the Murunya ready the following morning for the circumcision process, and that would have severed the link that was in between her and her daughters. And therefore, she decided to keep this matter to herself. On the other hand, Chayo did not like Olarinkoi. Neither did she hate it. She did not just care whether Olarinkoi ate or slept on. But Chayo kept on wondering why her sister Sian hated Olarinkoi with so much passion. And steaming all these thoughts in her mind, Chayo decided to inquire about Olarinkoi when they were visited by Mwalimu Joseph Barmara.
How are you?
Fine.
You know, as I promised your father today, you're supposed to start our lesson. Huh?
Yes.
That is the main reason why I'm here.
Yeah.
But wait first. So, I can't see your younger sister, Sian. Where is she?
Just coming.
No.
She's not in today.
Oh, she's not in today. Then I guess I should just go home. I will come back when you...
What? No. Yeah, have a seat.
So how is Nasila so far?
Right?
I understand it's totally different from the kind of life but there are a lot of mad men.
Madman, yeah. Especially Olarinkoi.
Oh, you met Olarinkoi? He's a very mad man. His brain it makes me having some major problems. He's ever hungry. Yeah, so
Tell me, what do you know about him?
Dayo, don't tell me you have fallen in love with Olarinkoi. Dayo, you have fallen in love with Olarinkoi.
Why would I fall in love with him when?
I actually know of two Olarinkoi. One who lived 150 years ago, and the one we know physically. So which of the two would you love to know about? And please, before you talk, don't you dare ask me whether the two Olarinkois are related, because I have no idea.
Tell me about the present one, and I hope the one who lived 100 years ago didn't live on trees.
Well, to the contrary, the one that you know physically is well and more described than the one you know physically. So, you're asking about the one you know physically?
Yes.
No, this man is a wizard. There are a lot of stories about him. Some people who don't knew him well said he came from a place called Palonga. Palonga is around 200 kilometers from here. Other people say he was just a good-for-nothing man who used to offer out jokes from to rich people for favors. Other people say he was just he was like a chameleon. He would change from one clan to the other. So, according to you, who do you think Olarinkoi is?
I think he's a typical Nasirian man. A little bit of him is sprinkled on all of you men.
That is so tragic of you. If that is how you view us as Nigerian men, you are comparing me to Olarinkoi.
Not you, the other men.
So, you will love to know about the Olarinkoi who lived 100 years ago, right? Now, this saga, the tyrannic and despotic rule of Olarinkoi and his warriors who were known as the Ilarinkos remained permanently etched in the mind of the Ma people. Although this saga is estimated to have occurred between 150 and 200 years ago, but still up to date, men will burn in fury and women will cry in shame just being reminded whatever befell their ancestors. Now this despot belonged to a group of mass splinters. Now, long time ago, all the Ma people used to live in the Kerio Valley. So they decided, why don't we build a ladder that will help us climb up this cliff, go out there and see how other people live, how the other land looks like. So when they finally managed to build this ladder, now people started climbing up. But unfortunately, when only a little bit of the group had already ascended, the ladder broke. So I think all those were not ascended back to the valley. Now, it is not exactly known when the second reascension took place, but it is estimated not to have been less than 45 years after the first ascension. Now, during these 45 years, now the people who were left behind, now this is where Olarinkoi was, and his warriors were known as Olarinkoi. And as I told you, it took them not less than 45 years to make sure that the ladder was in place again, so that they could also manage to climb and go up. Now, during these 45 years, the bodies of Ilarinkos were well built to being subjected to heavy duties, and also it is believed that their language had slightly changed. compared to those who ascended at first. Are you getting my story?
Yeah.
Are we together? Now, they have already finished building now the ladder for the second time. And people have already started ascending. Now, the first thing Olarinkoi did, now Olarinkoi was the leader of the warriors of the people that were left back in the Rio Valley. Are we together?
Yeah.
Now, when Olarinkoi finally managed to ascend, he sent his spies to go and gather the intelligence of the market. The one who were able to ascend for the first time. Now remember, Olarinkoi and his people have been able to ascend for the second time now, after they were left back. Now, when the spies went to the lands, they found that the Mar people were just living anyhow. They found fruits that were hanging close to the ground. Animals were just grazing anyhow. And there was something strange that they noticed. They could not find any young men in the village. Now, all these young men had gone to an enjoy. Have you heard of an enjoy? Do you know what an enjoy is? Now, an enjoy was a raid that used to occur from time to time. You find young men from this village will go to the neighboring village, and they were supposed to raid that village. Now, during this raid, they were supposed to kill any male they came across, and they were supposed to drive as many cattle as they could with them back home after this raid. Now, this raid was meant to intimidate their neighbors and also to strengthen the Mamorans in case there was war. Now, when Olarinkoi had this, he knew, of course, he was going to be met with a little resistance. But this did not deter him from directing his frustration to the Mar people. He ordered his men to kill any male they came across, and actually only the remaining males had to come up with survival instincts, which included discarding their male garments, how they used to wear as men, and put on women garments such as surutias. I'm sure you saw some women during the Mother's Day ceremony. The elderly women, they had some long earrings on their ears.
Yeah.
Those ones are called surutias. They are worn by elderly women and girls who are undergoing initiation. Now, they only did this so that they could escape them. They actually burnt down all the homestays, and they caused such a big mayhem that had never been seen by the Mar people. Now, remember the Mamorans had gone for insurance, right? Remember that. Now, there was this man who was called the Olibodi. He was responsible for prophesying whether the Mamorans would win when they went for an injury or they were going to lose. Now, this time he told them, if you go there, you're going to win, you're going to come back alive, and you're going to bring as many cattle as you can. But the Oligoni this time he was wrong. For when the Mamorans were approaching the village that they were supposed to raid, they found the young men from that village waiting for them at the hills, far away from their villages. And of course, the Mamorans were not expecting this. So when the two sides locked horns, the Mamorans and then the young men from the village they were supposed to raid, of course the Mamorans were disadvantaged. Some of them were killed, but most of them were injured, and all of them were tired and hungry. Now, as they were coming back home after the raid, remember they have been injured, they are hungry, they are tired, but they could see the Ilarinkon warriors who had already taken over in the village. No, these people were very tall. They could be seen from far away, and they had some bread of sugar on. They had some headgears that were made of monkey skins, and they had some very long spears and shields. Now, when the Mamorans saw this, they did not know what to expect. But either way, they had to get back home. Now, when they got back home, they found that the state of the village was not exactly how they left it. And now the two sides again locked horns, the Mamorans and the Ilarinkons. Now, when they locked horns, of course I've told you the Mamorans, by this time they were tired, they were hungry, some of them were injured, so they did not have enough energy to fight the Ilarinkons. And it was easy. The Ilarinkons had already conquered the whole village, now together with the Mamorans who had come back for the injury. Now that is when they were all told to settle down so that they could be introduced to their new leader, who was going to be Olarinkoi. Now Olarinkoi you were asking me about. Now Olarinkoi came from the bushes. Olarinkoi was such a huge man that when Olarinkoi was standing like this, 4 men standing behind him could not be seen. You're surprised? Let me tell you, Olarinkoi had such a big shield that had to be carried by 4 men. He had such a big spear that had to be carried by 2 men. Now, to demonstrate and show them how powerful he was, he grabbed 2 Mamorans by their necks. He took them and threw their lifeless bodies for them to die. That is how Larikoi was thrown. Now, when finally everything was calm, he made his demands. He asked the Mamorans to cooperate to his demand. And his demands included they were supposed to give the Ilarincons 50 cattle each and every day to be slaughtered so that the Ilarincons could eat. They also made some demands such as heifers were supposed to be taken to Olarinkoi. But the most diminishing, the most disturbing demand that Olarinkoi made was that young women and women of childbearing age were supposed to compose and perform lewd songs to entertain the Ilarincons. Lewd songs. Now you can imagine a woman, let's say of an age of 40 years, and her daughter of, let's say, an age of 20 years. Of course, a 20-year-old daughter, she's of a child like you. Now imagine these two people performing lewd songs naked in front of the Ilarincons. No, this thing was very bad, and women felt like they had to do something about this. And they held meetings from one place to the other, from one village to the other, trying to discuss on what would be the cure of all this. And it is in one of the meetings that one woman stood up and said she had found the cure to all this, and it was FGM. FGM was practiced, and it worked perfectly.
Yes, that's a true story.
That is a true story that has been passed from one generation to the other. It is specifically meant to remind the people of where they came from, and also to remind them what will happen to a community that was living in the I've been speaking for long and I'm not interested. If she's not coming, then I can just show you around. Let me show you, we have some very beautiful things around Azila, some waterfalls, some rivers. Let's go.
While Graciano was still waiting for his sister to speak to their father about the enrollment at Egerton University, it was a long and frustrating wait, and Graciano was optimistic that one day Tayo would find Olegaelo in Anne at the airport mode. That day, Taya left with her father to show, and she promised Graciano that if all went well, she would find a perfect girl broaching the subject to the father. When Graciano remained at home happy, her heart was filled with expectations. This took her to the world of Yote Yawezekana, a song in the day that was put to mean all things are possible. She began to imagine how the enrollment would be. But expectations, however, were cut short when her mother introduced a topic she least expected. The topic was on FGM.
About 800 years earlier, that's Tayo.
Yes, what Joseph Pamat told Tayo is factually correct. It was the shame and anger that was provoked by the Larikoi towns, lewd and teasing provocative forcery that made the women do what they did to curtail those desires and what else predators exploited to prey upon them.
Exactly, yes. It is the latter day Larikon who are wreaking havoc on us women. Surely, if one has discovered a nasty but potent medicine that when taken it cures an ailment, what's the use of taking that medicine over again?
The original Larikon may have gone, but the other Larikon are still with us.
Yes, the creatures of the labyrinth that are making women to meander around. Talk about Larikon and may not the one who used to oppose women.
Are you suggesting that it is the men who continue to perpetuate this cultural right?
Exactly, yes, Yayo.
Yeah, that is true. See who it is.
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm here to see you around.
It's not in at the moment. Let me show you now.
No, I'm just for the shop and it's not there too.
Maybe let's come back later when we have
No,
arrived.
I'd rather wait. I'm sure your father will be very happy to find me waiting for him in his house. And by the way, I haven't really told you my name. I'm sorry for that. Now, my name is Mr. Edward Olosudori Logia Sam. Yes, and just to show how happy your father Perhaps you'd want to go and tell your mother that Lois story is here to see your mother.
Nino!
God. Did you see that? Hey! Guys, follow me.
Nino! Who was that? It was a man to see Papa. What was his name? Mr. Olusidori.
Oloisudori. Let me see. Oloisudori. No, I don't think I know a man by that name.
Whoever he is, he's such an ill-mannered man.
What's your that child? Soon you are going to disgrace your father by the way you speak. Did you see how you find your ear but when you spoke like one that demanded speech? You must read with your tongue, otherwise you should be called an adult.
I'm sorry, but must you don't state expectable account of a man old enough to be my father?
However disreputable a man may be, we don't know the connection he has with your father, and it will be catastrophic that your son will be the one to see his relation with other men. Now take him a cup of tea or something else to drink and make him comfortable.
I told you to kill him. Good. Oh, I see it must have taken you long whether to decide to give me a cup of tea or not.
We have been taught by you to serve tea to our visitors.
In that case, I must apologize for my mistaken thought with lady. And by the way, so rude of you. Why don't you really tell me your name today? Come, don't be so rude. Come on. Move closer.
I'm Resian.
Wow. Resian Enekael. What a beautiful name for a beautiful girl like you, God.
Resian, come here.
Standing here and there. Your idol, right?
Bye. Somebody in the house to see you.
Is he a ghost or something?
Mr. Olusidori.
Really? Make yourself peaceful in the kitchen. Get out of here. Resian. Mr. Edward Olusidori.
Yeah. Parsimei! Ole Kailo!
What has happened?
I am here.
Is everything okay?
Everything is good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, everything is very okay, perfect. I know. The pleasure is mutual, Brother Kailo.
Yeah, that's nice. In fact,
Yes.
I want to introduce you to my wife.
Yes.
Mama Jane Milanon.
Yes?
My abuji. Mr. Edward Olusidori Lokia Sa.
Sir. Yes.
This is my lovely wedded wife, Mama Jane Milanon.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Ah, she's pleased too. So make sense with the kitchen.
We are the
Machoma.
came from.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
Ole Kailo, how are you?
I'm good.
You see, I want to came here to make some business deal with you, but
Oh, you have another business deal?
in fact, this
Tell
one,
us.
this one is quite different. This one is something that will earn you a lot. Now, I came here
Yeah.
and saw a flower. Therefore, I want you to pluck that flower off your farm.
Oh, you know, hundreds of flowers.
No. You see, as I came here, I was invited and served by a lady by the name your daughter, one of your daughters. She served me very well.
I know that must be there. You don't say you have a husband, man. You always treat us well.
No,
Huh?
your other daughter, Russia. And that one brings me to my point, Brother Carl.
Yes.
I, Mr. Edward Oloisudori Lonkia, sir, I am interested in that daughter of yours, Russia.
What?
I know, I know you're worried. You're worried about your other daughter, Tayo. Don't worry. I have another friend who can also take that one. Simply put, I would like to relieve you of your fatherly duty.
Mr. Edward Olosidori Lonkiasa, you can ask me of anything in this homestead.
I think this is a joke. collect my price. Are you home? Oh. Remember the shops, Brother Kylo. Remember the shops. Your house, the house that you're living in right now, is all because of me. So you either choose to give me the slap or choose to be poor. The choice is yours. Poverty or the slap. Get out.
She knew what her sister's expectations were, and immediately she started explaining to her how she's ready to convince their father to success.
Oh my dear God, I am here thinking about Mr. Olesidori's stupid behavior when actually should be on my way to the university. Tayo, Papa has a monster for a visitor. You should not seen him to agree with me that he's ugly and mean.
Yeah, only a person out of this world would do that bad.
I wonder what kind of business people would be transacting with such a man.
Did you get to hear the name of the monster?
Mr. Olesidori?
Olesidori! Olesidori!
What's wrong with the man?
You've not heard stories about Olesidori? Any illicit, any illegal business here in Asila, it must be involved by that man. Olesidori is not a good man. Please, if by any chance you get, you come across him, make sure that you, he's not a good man, okay? Christian, I've been here, we've heard a very long, interesting story and we're not here.
I'll be here next time.
Please, if I come back tomorrow, I need to find you. Remember your father told me I'm supposed to teach you as much as I can about Asila, okay? And don't forget to tell him that I did you. Have a lovely evening. Bye, Tayo.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Tayo, this afternoon you're talking to me about it.
Tayo. Bye.
You're talking about FGM on her own accord. I hope she didn't tell you their plans to drag us to Kamuratani.
No, she didn't.
Bye.
Would you like to ask her?
Yes, let's go and ask her to be for us.
Husband and wife. On the heaven's door. But Simeon and Kylo knew the day he met with Edward Olosidori here, judging from the demons that he had met a cult called the Masonic.
Good dog.
I wish that she was never wrong.
How many times did you decide?
How many times did you master?
How many times?
Why do you win?
It was a terrible situation for Mama Jane and I. But she took such a thing was knocking on her heaven. So she went. She went. She ran like a woman in labor. She wondered what had become of the Nasila house.
Just the culture was the father and mother that led their little children to maturity.
But was this the only way that he could nurture our daughters to maturity?
And was this the only way that it could bring them back to the national fold?
But why do you whip Mama Jane in the noise?
Why do you win?
As if it was in your Adam and commission for a man prosperous and in law.
Because of us to join them and prosperous
She
son.
always wanted a daughter to share the good fortune and joy by God in the
Yes, she always wanted the daughters to get married to a noble man in a city. Why do you win? But Sparky, Simeon and Kylo was convinced that Messiah had to go. She had to go. She had to go. And now Joseph had not begun coaching the dancing traditional songs and dances. But soon, Rasian's interest fizzled away. Tai had found happiness in being with Joseph Parmat, and Parmat had found happiness in being with Tai. But Parmat was very cautious as not to tarnish his name and that of the Dialog family. Therefore, he always tried as much as possible that whenever he was going to court, Tai and Sister Rasian would be there with them. To capture Rasian's interest, Parmat introduced interesting topics, and especially on this particular day, they were talking about the times.
Anyone at home?
Coming.
Hey, how are you?
Fine.
Christian, where is she?
She's coming.
Oh, she's coming. Then I can teach you something nice before she comes, okay? You know, it's very strange and it's going to be very shameful for you to attend ceremonies here in Asila and you're not dancing. So today I've decided before your sister comes, I can teach you how women dance in Asila. Is that okay? So you stand still like this. Come here. You stand like this. Then you bend like this.
My friend, stand here. Let me teach you how to dance.
Ah, no. Zairo, I am the one who is supposed to be teaching you.
No. That's true.
I was only showing her how women dancing.
But I saw you.
Come. Listen. There is no need for you to go and tell your father whatever you want to go and tell him. But I have something interesting for you. We are going to make a deal with this young today. If whatever I am going to introduce, if whatever topic I am going to introduce today does not interest her, then she can go and tell your father whatever she wants to go and tell him, okay? Yes. Now, today, I will be teaching you about love.
Love.
Yes.
Sit down.
Have a seat. Experienced in Asila. So the first type of love was called the conventional type of love. This is why you find a young man who go out there, look for a girl most favorable for him, and of course if they came to agreement, the man was supposed to take the girl home, they would get married. But since most of the girls here in Asila were booked well long before they were even born, and some when they were young, so only those who were betrothed were the ones who were regarded to have experienced this type of love. So the first type of love is called what? The first type of love is called what? A conventional type of love. Nobody will use it. Now the second type of love was called the Elangatari type of love. Now this type of love was considered to be very competitive, but abstinency was observed. Now the third type of love was the Patureshi type of love. This is why you'll find a young man will go out there, look for a girl who was favorable for him, and of course with the help of the sisters,